So now we're going to talk about how actually do you try to move. Now the first thing, if you are a very advanced student, this would be helpful. If not, you'll have to listen, and we'll create different ways and different words depending on the level. If you're a person that does meditation, you do know that there's energy above you, around, and deep, deep, deep into the ground. And that in reality, you really, really connect in Tai Chi. It's really not about the body, it's about all this energy around you. So if you're a little advanced and you're still starting new, you can understand about that. So that I deal with all four sides of my feet going down 6 feet in the ground if I'm double weighted. And they go down and they connect underneath. We have long toes. They go down forward and they connect in the front. I have a tailbone, connects in the back. Then you're working with the big bubble all around you. Okay, so I will say the first thing that the Master Ting talks about was that the feet turn in as if they're turning a doorknob. Now that's one way to say it. Sometimes I think this is a lazy Susan on this hand and a lazy Susan on this hand, where you spin it and it goes around if you touch it. So they need to be, of course, connected. So I'm going to practice just turning the toes. Now the toes don't actually go in. It's the part underneath your foot, which is, as we talked about, the bubbling spring is up, and this area here is where it's going to turn. And it's just a gentle little turn. It's like, once you learn a little turn, because we're going to be doing little turns in all of our joints, so we don't want a gigantic turn. If you have a top, your turn on the top is a point. So it's just a little turn, but then the whole body goes. So we're learning just a little turn. So we're going to, that's the first thing. So you practice getting your feet to turn a little bit as you sit. And then you release. You just turn a little. Turn. Okay. And once more. Do everything at least 3 times. So you're kind of feeling that your bones are going out a little. So if your bones are going out a little, you also feel that this is starting to form a shape, which is called the horse dance. All your martial arts have a horse dance, including Tai Chi. So now the next above your feet is the ankle. And we don't want the ankle like this. Our knees are too far forward. Or we don't want them straight because our knees have to be slightly bent. So now we're going to include the ankles going in a circle inward. In and release. In, release. So just a little, and then stop with the turning, and then just sit a little bit further. And then release. Turn a little, sit. So you don't continue to overturn. The most important thing is that you're not overturning. If I overturn, okay, now my knees are wrong, my head is wrong, everything is wrong. So you try to always keep your center, because we're going to learn how to find our center, and then we're going to find our opponent's center. That's the most important part. Okay, so now we have the feet go in a little, and the ankles, and then the horse is in here. So that means this opens up just by sitting, and your ankles going out, And now we sit, and our knees are feeling connected. Master Ting calls this, feel like you have rubber bands. So there's rubber bands connecting, the rubber bands are connecting, they're all connecting. All right? And we'll finish this next part in a few moments.